Hey guys, I'm Amber Mark, and we are gonna play a little game of Open Up with Urban Outfitters, so get ready. I haven't played this since third grade, so this will be exciting. I'm gonna choose my favorite color, which is blue. B-L-U-E. Okay, now I have to choose a number. I don't know, I guess I'll choose 8. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why this seems much harder than when I was a kid. So let's see. I'll choose an odd number this time. I'm gonna choose 7, lucky 7. It's an orange color. I don't know if that means anything, but here we go. What does self-care look like to you? Okay, what does self-care look like to me? Okay, now when it comes to like skincare, I'm trying to do a lot of that right now. I'm using this product. A lot of these products called, try not to butcher it. It's called Biologique Recherche. It's a French brand. And yes, I love their stuff. They have like this lotion P50, which is like moisturizing and toning and very good for blemishes and all of that. And just feels like it's very like tingly and actually scary, especially if you have sensitive skin, which I do not. I like moisturizer, as do a lot of people with my skin tone. We don't like to be looking ashy or anything. And let's see, what else? Mainly, I just like to eat food. Like mental self-care, it's like I get very excited over food. It's probably the most exciting thing for me in my life, besides music. I should probably point that out. But yes, food. Food is very exciting. Ramen, big, huge fan. Let's do yellow. Okay. Y-E-L-L-O-W. Almost forgot how to spell yellow there for a second. That would have been embarrassing. Ooh, okay. If 3:33 a.m. was about your mother and Conexao is about relationships, what do you think your next release will be about? Ooh, good question. Okay, I'm kind of having an idea. I definitely want to do something conceptual. I always like to like tell a story or like take the viewer on a journey. So I definitely know, I don't want to say exactly what will happen because I don't want to like set the tone and make sure, like I don't want to change my ideas. But I know that there'll be like a bit of my mom trickled in here and there. It's gonna deal with dealing with like emotional like insecurities and feelings of being confident and kind of just like becoming level-headed in those paths of my life. And it'll definitely be all truth coming from what I've experienced and stuff like that. And it's going to be an album. Are you fluent or conversational in any other languages? Okay, so yes, my mom is German, so ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen, which means I can speak a little German. I can understand it completely. I'm pretty bad with the conjugations because there's like all like objects are feminine and masculine and it's very confusing to me. Okay, so when I lived in Berlin, I was like 13 at the time. And there was this group called Calcia Candela, and they were very popular at the time. They were like a German rap group, like kind of Sean Paul-esque, but like a group, and they sang and rapped in German. They had a song called Hammer, which it like translates to hot as a hammer, and it was a way of saying like something's really like hot or like cool or you're sexy or whatever. And so the song would go, Du bist Hammer, wie du dich bewegst in dem Outfit, Hammer, einzigartig und unglaublich, Hammer, du weißt, es ist übertrieben, Hammer, warum bist du nicht geblieben? Okay, yeah. Tell us about what it was like to work on Put You On with Drum. Big baby Drum, my guy. It was awesome. He kind of jumped on the song pretty last minute. We sent him like a package of songs and he chose that one, and I was really excited that he wanted to be on it. And I love his voice. I kind of feel like I have like the female version of his voice because he's pretty smoky and raspy and his tone and everything like that. Yeah, it was cool. That's when I first met him, so I hadn't met him till we actually were shooting. And he's just like a kind of like this big ball of energy, very social with like anyone he meets, like best friends immediately with just random people on the street. And it was exciting. We had a lot of fun. We like we had a day together, we did a bunch of shooting and we hung out after. And talk about the benefit of doing everything on your own when it comes to music. So Put You On was the first song that I did that I hadn't produced. So this was like a whole new world for me because every song that I've previously put out, I've produced on my own and written on my own and stuff like that. So I really like it. You feel very accomplished. I'm much slower than like the, just general producer. I don't really know what I'm doing. Like they all say they don't know what they're doing, but they know what they're doing. I don't really know how to play an instrument well. Like it takes me at least like, sometimes it's quick, but normally it takes me like a few hours to come up with a chord progression on the piano, which is where I start. But I do enjoy it because I feel like it can be the most creative. How did having a nomadic lifestyle as a kid affect your music? It really affected my music and just my life in general because we traveled around a lot. My mom didn't really like to be in one place for more than 2 years. But we lived in India for a while when I was younger, and that definitely was a huge influence on my music, especially with the first EP, 3:33 a.m. I definitely incorporated a lot of like instrumentation from India, a lot of samples of vocals from India, a lot of like classical tablas and etc. We were in Brazil for like a total of 2 months, but my mom used to listen to a lot of bossa nova when I was a kid, and that definitely greatly influenced Conexão. So I've kind of just like taken from little bits of my childhood of traveling with her, and I mean, when you're a child, you absorb things so much and so quickly, and so it's kind of awesome and exciting and like nostalgic for me to kind of look back on my childhood and utilize it in my musical expression. How did you avoid being cheesy when writing about love songs? Oh God, that was hard for me to do because I was very opposed to writing about love songs. I don't really like to talk about like being in relationships or just love in general when it comes to that side of things. I really pushed it away for a long time, and then eventually when I realized that it was just something like I had to be honest and kind of looked back at what I had previously done and how honest I was there and how much I had opened up with 3:33 a.m. I felt like it was only fair and right. I really liked bossa nova, like as I was just talking about, and I wanted to utilize that. I've always wanted to kind of go down that route genre-wise, and so I kind of felt like it was perfect. It would go hand in hand with what I was talking about because I feel like bossa nova is such a romantic genre, it's such a sensual genre. So I took from that, and I figured if I were to do it that way, it'd be kind of the least cheesy way possible. And then lyrically, I tried very hard to not like kind of make it sound like a pop song about love, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like no matter what, love is always cheesy, but you just gotta think of it as being beautiful at the same time. So. Talk about the Love is Stronger Than Pride cover that you made for your sister. So yes, I did it kind of as a gift for my sister because she loves Sade, and she's always kind of said I sound a little similar to her. So she wanted me, like, as a Christmas present to give her a cover of Love, not of Love Stronger Than Pride, but of her Sade song. So I kind of started to slowly do it, just like for her, and then ended up really liking the production I did, and ended up just like kind of throwing it in the like demo package I was going to send to my label, just to kind of like make it look bigger. But they actually really liked it, and so did I, so we kind of thought about putting it on the Conexão album. And then because I had rearranged it, like we had to get it approved by Sade and the writers and stuff like that. But luckily one of the consultants that works for the label that I'm with was responsible for signing her like way back in the day. So he was like, oh, I'm having lunch with her on Wednesday. Like I'll just go bring it to her darling. He's British. I don't know if he got that. And yeah, so I was very nervous. I was like having internal heart attacks like literally every minute until Wednesday. And then I just get an email back like the night of from him saying like, oh, relaying this message from Sade. I was like, said like, hey Amber, wishing you all the success. Absolutely love what you've done with the track. Looking forward to hearing it mastered or whatever and that stuff. So that was kind of like a pivotal moment of my life because I thought she would be like, who is this woman trying to be me with her new contemporary production? So yeah, I was just like floating on clouds after that. Alright guys, thank you so much for playing Open Up with me. I had a lot of fun answering all these questions. I'm gonna go eat some barbecue now.